Well, it's just a great place to eat, a lot of fun, great atmosphere, and fantastic food, great service. It's a cool place to be. Actually, there's not a wall in the building. This was an existing restaurant. It was open 1 year, and it was vacant for 5 years. And there's not one wall in the building that we didn't do something to. And but matter of fact, this was a smokehouse right here, and this door here, and this is where we. This is just an extra dining room, or when we're really busy on Friday or Saturday night, we set it up as a waiting room.
Right. All right.
Yeah, and come on back here. We've got a pretty cool room back here. We've this is what we call our banquet room, and it actually seats up to 200. And we can accommodate. We can actually shut the room off. We can accommodate 200. We can accommodate 30. Whatever. It's got a great fireplace, as you probably noticed. Juggle those for us. It's kind of a cool area up here, kind of a great focal point, just a bunch of different odds and ends we've found around the different parts of the country and collected. Got, of course, these are kind of cool signs right here. That's actually my little girl on the left and my niece on the right, and they're in various billboards around town. That same picture right there. So. And this is our bar area, which is a really cool little bar. When I came here, I thought, well, this would be a really cool bar if you had 25 or 30 people in here. I said, but it'd be a little small if you had 50 or 75 people. So one of the things is I added these garage doors, and it's kind of cool. I can now open this room to the next room. Matter of fact, let's just do it. If we want to open this bar up and make it larger and not tear everything up, of course. We just open it up, and it opens the bar up into this whole room here, which seats another 100. So from going to having, 35, 40 people in a bar, I can have 135 or 40.
Wow.
Actually, that's our big outdoor events center that will be opening in probably about 75 days from now. We've got a big 2-story facility where we're going to have restrooms. Got a huge fireplace going on over across in the backdrop with the trees behind it. We've got a huge stage. We'll be able to have national acts, local bands, national acts. We'll be able to do weddings, receptions, barbecues, crawfish boils, whatever anybody wants going on outside. It's going to be really, really, really nice. Here's our old shack that we built in here. And you'll be surprised if those tables weren't there, how many people grab that handle and try to go into that restroom that's not really there. We seat 500 people. We have just unbelievable amount of business. Somebody asked me the other day in my parking lot, I have like 180 parking spots. Somebody said the other day, David, do you rent out that parking lot? Where do all those cars come from? I said, actually, they're all inside eating. Bill, we talk about this great food that we cook and the process we're doing. Actually, we've arrived out here in the pit area, which is kind of something we're really proud of. And Josh does a great job cooking this stuff. It's we're going to show you a little bit. I hope you're not allergic to smoke, because we're going to open it up and give you some of it.
Milton, I'm checking the temperature on the turkeys. For food safety, it's got to be a certain temperature, and then once it's at that temperature, we pull. They're ready. We just pull them off. We serve lunch. Started serving at 11 o'clock. When we come in first thing in the morning, we put our wood in there in the fire box in the back, and we stay with hickory, and we don't use anything else.
Oh, that was
good. Now we're checking our ribs. This is our rib pit. We strictly cook ribs here, and ribs only, nothing else. All right, Milton, and also too, the reason we have the ribs on top of each other, while the top rib, all the ribs are cooking, the top actually bastes the bottom also, as from the seasoning and all that. So it just continues basting them. And that's what makes them even better.
What kind of seasoning do you put on the baby back?
Well,
What do they call it?
It's a secret ingredient, really. You know, of course, it's our
That we ain't gonna divulge.
right. We can't announce that.
Well, one thing we were talking about, a lot of barbecue pits made today, they're simple to use. They're really just a big gas oven. That you probably seen where you can throw a log in there and make it smell like it's got, you know, that it was cooked in wood. But on our barbecue pits, they're 100% wood fired. So everything that's cooking in there is cooking on heat and smoke. But it is thermostatically controlled. And so, you know, when it's rotating like this on the rotisserie, you've got, it's obviously hotter at top than it is the bottom, but the whole mixture of it is what makes it work and gives us the consistency that we're looking for. Well, you know, we talked about the menu, so I grabbed one of them. And, you know, you eat out like I do. I eat out. You know, people forget that people in the restaurant business, we eat out a lot too. So, you know, when you go to these restaurants and they've got these menus that are like books. And, you know, nothing on there's great. But our menus, I mean, we got a pretty good menu, but it's not crazy busy. And but everything on our menu is really good. I mean, it's like, you know, so we have our barbecue. You know, you saw the turkey and the ribs and the brisket and the sausage and the hot link. But that's really all we don't try to do pulled pork and all these other crazy things that everybody else does. We just do what we do. You know, but we do have fabulous steaks, and I don't know if you've ever tried our au gratin potatoes. They're the best in the world. And but you know, then we have 3 desserts. We don't have 15 desserts like somebody else, but we have that great peach cobbler and blackberry cobbler. We have bread pudding that's out of this world. And, you know, it's just everything on our menu is good. We never have to apologize for any of it. And as Josh said, it's consistent. You know, we don't go down to the barbecue pit every morning and go, what is it we're going to do today? We just do what we did yesterday and the day before and all the days before that. And we're going to do that same thing tomorrow. And that's where we get our consistency.